Hi, this is Travis Hall with Splunk. I'm a solution engineer that supports public sector. In this video, I'm going to cover a dashboard I built called Windows Service Activity and MSI Installs. You can find this dashboard posted on Splunk. If you have never been out to Splunk, it is a site built by Splunkers for Splunkers, and it's a repository of searches and dashboards that you can use in your environment. So let's go to my page, gosplunk.com/author/thall, and I'm going to scroll down till I find Windows Service Activity and MSI Installs. Now, I'm not sure why it does it, and I've deleted this post and re-added it, but it puts all the XML right on the main page. You can still find it easy. Here is a high-level overview of what this dashboard is going to do for you, and then my recommendation to download our Splunk add-on for Microsoft Windows and a link to the app from Splunkbase. I highly recommend using this app to help bring your data in, and it provides you lookup sheets to convert event code numbers over to a message. And here we're going to click on the two files, the copy button. This is the easiest way I found to copy the XML, and then copy this highlighted section and bring this over to your environment. So from here, you need to decide which app you want to host this dashboard in. For today's purposes, I'm going to put it into search and reporting. I'm going to click on dashboards and then create new dashboard. We're going to give it a title, so Windows, Service Activity and MSI Installs. You can, name it whatever you would like. You can give it a description if you'd like, leave it private or share it out. I'm going to leave it private for this, and then I'm going to create dashboard. Once we have this screen up, this is your dashboard editor. There's not a lot going on, so let's change that. Let's click on source, and we're going to highlight that and replace it with what we had downloaded from Splunk. So the one thing I would like to point out for this dashboard is that I use a process called post-processing in this dashboard. And why that's important is instead of having a dashboard with 6, 7, 8 panels or 8 searches that are loading panels up when you first start that dashboard, I can actually take one search and load those 6 or 7 panels off of that one search. So I reduce your search load on the indexer from 6 to 8 down to 1. And this is called post-processing. You can go out and do a Google search, Splunk post-processing simple XML dashboards, and find our documentation page on that. And I'll go over it very briefly here, high level, where the search ID here at the top, and I call it search ID, and then service_base1. So this is my base search. Here is the query for my base search. And you can see I have index equals win event log. We are going to have to adjust this if you do not store your Windows event logs in an index called win event log. We'll go over that here in a second, but you can see right here, service_base1, that is my base search with the search ID. If I come down to a panel, you can see I call out that search base, service_base1 here, and then I have a query. And what will happen is this query will attach itself to this base search. And then you can see if I keep scrolling down, we'll find other queries down here that will call out the search base like this one here. So let's start back up the top here because we do have to adjust our index data where it's being stored. And how you do that is, go where it says index equals win event log and replace it with whatever you're using. If that's Windows. For today's purposes, I'm going to use our bots version 3 data set. If you've never been in one of our bots competition, please check it out. It's a fun event that we do host. You can actually go out and do a Google search for Splunk bots dataset and download this dataset to bring in your environment to practice with the different data sources that we have in our bots environment. So I am going to Control F. I have a Windows computer here, so Control F, not Command for my Mac. And I'm going to say index equals when event log and find all of the, index equals when event logs and replace them with bots version 3. And I'm going to actually, to save time, Control C. Let's go find the next one. Let's go find the next one. Now you could go into the GUI and change this from there. I've been editing dashboards in XML for a while, and so I'm used to doing it here. I am going to click Save now, and then this is asking me to refresh since this dashboard will be converted to dark theme. And there is the dark theme dashboard. It's very nice on the eyes. I give you a time range picker at the top. I'm going to switch this to all time because this is a demo data set. I do provide a filter box so you can actually put keyword terms in here, or if you wanted to, host equals XYZ. I'm going to put that back to a wildcard and then click submit. So as the search is running, it will be populating the different fields with different service activities. Here was a service was installed. Here is service entering a running stop state. State changes. And as always, anytime that you see blue text like this, you can click on this and it will drill down into another panel. So here I can click on the background intelligence transfer service entered the running state and find out which host and what time that happened. And here I have other drill downs in this dashboard already built in. If you want to make changes, please do so. Customize this to your needs. There was no MSI installs, so we are good there. Like I said, this is a demo data set. If you ever do want to make a change, click Edit. And before you make any changes, this is a recommendation, what I've told my team, my old team when I was a customer, come into Source and highlight everything, make a copy of it, open up a Notepad++ or Word document and save it, and then start making your changes. And then if you want to add another field, you can easily click on this, edit search, the magnifying glass, and you can add fields here. One caveat to when you are working with post-processing dashboards, I'm going to go back to source here. Whatever fields you have in your base search, so I have stats count here, whatever fields that you have up here is what will be available for any of your child searches, if that makes sense. So if I don't include time, I won't be able to do time charts because time chart depends on _time. And I've done that in front of a customer before when I was demoing that off, and it was funny. So hopefully you found this dashboard and found this video helpful, and happy Splunking to y'all.